Hello everyone, I met Elizabeth Banks a few years ago. Before I get to that, I remember seeing her in movies such as the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy. I also saw her act well in The 40-Year-Old Virgin and Invincible alongside Mark Wahlberg from the next year. This was a great movie too. 2 years after that, she performed in the Kevin Smith comedy Zack and Miri Make a Porno alongside Seth Rogen, who I've also met and will likely discuss in a later video. For a movie that has porno in the title, Zack and Miri Make a Porno is very funny and has a good heart, so I recommend it. Elizabeth Banks also did a great job voicing Wild Style in the animated Lego movie. That movie was classic, wasn't it? 2 years after that, I was at a conference at Sony Studios. At one of the panels at that conference was a guest speaker session featuring Elizabeth Banks and her husband Max Handelman. Upon attending the session, Banks and Handelman discussed their story of meeting in college, forming a relationship, and collaborating on all their film projects together through marrying and development of a film company where they still produce together. All that was great to hear. I remember her saying that she looks for new creators frequently. When audience Q&A started, I asked her, how often do you look for new creators and how do you work with them? Her response was that she started a website called Hoo Ha Ha for female comedians to showcase their humor, and she looks for many creators that way. I found her to be very kind to me, and I found her to be very knowledgeable in her expertise of acting and producing with her husband Max. Since then, she has made the recent Charlie's Angels movie, and it flopped. The original Charlie's Angels TV series had strong appeal towards men. There were many women fans too, but many men were intrigued by the show about lady spies with sex appeal in it. Excuse me. That Seth Rogen impression kind of hurts the throat. Okay, I feel better. All right. Good. All right. Charlie's Angels became a franchise with the 2 movies in the 2000s decade. There were many lady spy shows that came and left that were inspired by Charlie's Angels, for that matter. There was also a TV show reboot of Charlie's Angels earlier this decade that flopped. When a new Charlie's Angels movie was announced, Elizabeth Banks took the job, and she revamped it by removing the appeal towards men. Her claim was that this new movie wasn't for men, but was for all women. There's a big problem here, as saying it's not for men removes much of your audience, while saying it's for all women is too broad and unfocused of a target audience. Needless to say, this new movie flopped, and many YouTubers have commented on the movie's flopping. Of course, any fun, cool action movie should have strong writing, a well-developed conflict, and protagonists that are worth rooting for. When a movie doesn't have that, it can't succeed. Gender is not how you choose your audience. You have to find your target audience and see what your audience wants. A few examples. Let's see. Many men and women were entertained by the action movie Lucy with Scarlett Johansson from a few years ago. In addition, many men and women were entertained by The Fifth Element from 2 decades ago from the same director. As well, when it comes to superhero movies, many men and women love Spider-Man, The Avengers, Shazam, in addition to Wonder Woman. I love these movies too. Many men and women love Tangled and Frozen. The recent success of Frozen 2 shows that once again. And I don't think The Expendables 2 was for men only. If it was, it would have been terrible. Many men and women love this movie. I love it too. Now, from the perspective of someone who has met Elizabeth Banks before, I can honestly say I believe that she can make a good movie in the future. We've seen her make good movies before, and the fact that she and her husband work together making movies, I mean, that's awesome. That's a dream come true. Husband and wife making movies together. Cloud 9. So again, I believe she can make good movies in the future. It comes down to avoiding these biased culture agendas and getting back to your target audience to see what your audience wants and who is in your audience. And I'd say I'll close it there. What do you think? Any thoughts you have? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Let me know in the comments. And keep watching me. Subscribe to me for more videos. Hit the bell if you want to be notified of my future uploads. I am making more videos for you as we speak. And I am making bigger projects for you as we speak. Have yourselves a great week and a great life. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year.